live. It's weird. Anyway, hello everyone. We are back after a 1 week hiatus with our Storm King's Thunder module with D&D. As you can see down on the little bottom of our little screen of a bob, we actually have our fourth player. She has made her, I would say triumphant return, but we'll just say debut instead. So we're going to introduce her first. Courtney, who are you playing as? Give us all the deets.
I didn't expect to go first, and now I don't know what to do with myself. I'm just kidding. So I'm Courtney Elias. I've attempted to do this once before with Caution Nerds, and so I would call it a triumphant return. It seems like we have a good group here, and I haven't even been here for it yet, so I'm already excited. I'm playing Sabria Arcane, the Celestial Warlock.
Ooh.
I really don't know what else to add to that because I haven't been here for the past 3 weeks.
That's fair. Next on my list of people, Emily. Who are you playing as? Give us all your wonderful details.
I am playing as the Goliath Barbarian, Kaibara Tavak, and so far I've solved most of my problems by throwing something at something else, and it's really succeeding.
You've also thrown things over walls and into water.
I needed to see, I couldn't tell if he was lying.
Oh, you learned. And he learned the hard way.
Can I ask what you threw?
A goblin.
Yeah, a goblin. I threw her over the gate because I asked if she could swim, and I didn't really know if she was telling the truth or not.
You threw Gum Gum over the wall?
No, it wasn't Gum Gum. It was not
okay,
Gum Gum.
Good. This is fine then. We're good.
It's a science experiment.
Yeah. It would have been hilarious if it was Gum Gum.
I was about to cry.
Up next, Ismad. Who are you playing as? Give us your deets.
Well, so far I've been known as the Flying Tiefling.
The flying teeth. The
Flying
flying.
Go!
The flying
But yeah,
tiefling.
call me the rogue tiefling who flies now. Thank you, by the way.
Hey, sometimes we like to help tieflings achieve their dreams of flying. And last but not least, Dave, who are you playing as? Give us all your details.
What's up, everybody? Dave. I play Kosif Kolinda, human fighter. On my first assignment, bodyguarding some asshole of a noble from Waterdeep. He's doing okay. He's hiding out in the inn. Probably shat his pants a couple times.
Just a few times.
Yeah.
You know, he's been asking to leave because he's, just over not being pampered. The usual.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens to him.
Yeah. So, let's do that quick little recap. Last time we played, you guys had finished clearing out the town of goblins. We had a flying tiefling inside the windmill because they were too high for the barbarian to reach, and he didn't like that. So, that happened. As well as some badassery from Kella Darkhope, as she just snuck up behind a goblin and just slit its throat. I believe that happened. But since everyone took some damage, if I remember correctly, we did decide to reconvene back at the inn for, I guess maybe other than just resting up, just so you guys can figure out your next step of what to do. There are 2 places left that are still unsearched. One is the temple that was actually right next to the gates when you came in. And then the actual the actual keep itself down to the south of town. Unless you guys have any arguments against starting up at the inn, that's where we're going to start today's session. Cool.
Oh, let's go.
All right, cool. So yeah, you guys have all made your way back there. One of you, I've dragged the little flying cat back with you as whoever collected that as a pet.
That's me.
Yeah.
My pet.
You have a flying cat now. Congratulations.
Somebody got a flying cat? What?
He found a flying cat.
Oh my god.
His name is Rillix. Like Skrillex without the skirt.
That's adorable.
I mean, that's the name the game came with. So yeah, you guys are all made your way back to the inn. What are you guys gonna do? You got your warlock up there with the noble, just kind of resting and chilling. And yeah, I think that's all the information I need to give yous. As you make your way to the tent, are you guys resting? Or are you
I might take a rest. I got injured.
going to converse about your next step of what you're doing? Like, what's going on?
All right, I cooked last time. Who's got it tonight?
There's no one.
But first, what time is it? Or like, what time of day?
I'd say it's probably about late afternoon, starting to get towards like close to dusk. So maybe like 5:00, 5:30 ish.
Okay.
So, Sabria... Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I said because you guys have spent the better part of this entire day, rummaging through town looking for survivors, fighting goblins, etc., etc.
Cool. So it sounds like you guys are downstairs. Sabria would be coming down the stairs right as... I'm sorry, the barbarian's name is what, again?
Kaibar.
Tybar. Right as Tybar makes that comment about cooking. It's like, please, I'll do it, anything to get me away from that really, really annoying person upstairs. And would hit the kitchen.
Going right to the kitchen, huh?
Done.
Well, in the kitchen, let me pull up Nightstone, see what's left in the kitchen. Because the first night you guys cooked some warg. There is still one dead warg out in the town
I
square.
feel like the meat's probably not good anymore, though. It's just been like laying there in the street.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, I don't know if that's a good thing.
but it's still there, is what I'm saying.
It is.
But in the kitchen pantry area, I mean, there's a couple, like, you could probably put together some sort of makeshift food. I mean, the only thing that it says that there is stuff that Gum Gum was trying to steal, which was like several muffins, a block of cheese. Apparently, she found an entire cooked chicken that she took. But,
Check the top shelf. They can't reach there.
I will do so.
Yeah, well, you find one of the remaining bottles of ale that Kaibar hasn't already taken for himself to drink. There's also there's a couple like random like I guess dried foods that you can, non-perishable items that Faerun could have. So you can essentially put together some sort of meal that you won't have to use up rations to actually eat for the night.
I would imagine at some point I've been into the general store. Would I have found anything substantial there?
Well, the last 2 sessions you've been kind of just held up in the inn. But the general store has anything that you can find in the PHB that costs, I think, 5 gold or less, 1 gold or less, something like that.
Was it 5 or 10?
I don't think it was 10.
Okay. Yeah, it was probably 5. You're right.
Well, I got Nightstone open up right now. Here we go. Trading post.
Check your peanut butter and hate.
Check my
I
peanut
thought
butter.
it was 10, but that seems high.
Yeah,
So,
I'm looking at right now. Trading post. Oh yeah, it is 10 gold or less. Yeah.
Called it.
Characters who search the trading post can find anything in the Adventurer's Gear table in Chapter 5 of the Player's Handbook with 10 gold or less.
Hell yeah.
So if there's any food items that are in there, I might as well get my peanut butter and hate.
Yeah.
And let's see what you can find. For those that don't know, one of my friends decided to call the PHB. Somehow he got the B and the H backwards and called it the PBH. And someone went, the peanut butter and hate? And it stuck. So that's what I've called it since. Adventuring gear. I mean, there's rations in that, but
Yeah.
there's no actual like thing saying food.
Okay.
So I mean, you can find rations and just take bits and pieces of that to try to cook up something tastier if you'd like.
Guys, Dinty Moore.
Yeah,
Done.
you can find that.
I've totally got this.
Yeah, there's nothing specific food wise, and I'm not surprised honestly, just because when people are, especially in the basic books, most people aren't thinking of much other than the basic shit you need.
Right.
So, but yeah, you can find what you need in the general store to cook yourselves up some foods.
Okay. I'll throw something together. I'll do some like stew or something
Cool.
if I can find the stuff for it.
Some jambalaya. It's got this.
Yeah, it's fine.
So while you're doing that, I want everyone to make me a perception check. If anyone has like, if any of you get something like advantage for perception on like hearing, you can get advantage on that. Oh, everyone but Dave passes. All right, cool. So out while you like getting like the meals ready and like start rummaging for stuff to cook, you guys hear a horn blaring from outside of town, like right from like close by to you guys, like right by where the gate is.
Trying to pretend I don't know what that means.
Shush. And you hear like, but since you guys had the gates, the actual gates are closed, so that makes things a little bit more fun. You hear, go ahead.
I turn to Kozov and I'm like, should we go open the gate?
Well, you could.
Why? Why opens the gate?
Well, I mean, do you not hear
Someone
the horn?
coming?
Yes, I hear horns coming outside, so I'm guessing there might be reinforcements, people on patrol. I don't know.
We go look.
Fine by me.
All right. So if you guys go look, is it just the two of you going to go look?
Yeah, I want to climb the tower.
I kind of figured you kind of have to, since that's the only way you're
Yeah.
going to see over the gate. But here, I'll move you right there. I'll just move you both to the same gate. Bam. Or different ones, that works too. You see. Now, can you see the name tags on all of them, or no? Or you just see the icons?
Just the icon.
Good.
Yep.
All right. Actually, this one, if I can, I'll give his. If he'll let me, I'll give his name. He's allowed to have it. Oh, I can't let you see it. Never mind. Okay. You see. There it goes. You see a man well, you see 7, really. 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah. 7 men on horseback make their way up to town. They're all human. And are you guys peeking out the tower? Or are you guys actually like looking like, if they looked up into the tower, would they be able to see you essentially?
I'm gonna say yes on my end.
All right.
I'd probably sneak, like going up the ladder.
All right. Although then, well, you can roll me stealth. You get advantage on it, just because they're outside. They're not close enough to really hear you. So if you want to try to be stealthy, go ahead. Yeah, that works. So if you're hiding, if you just want to look out the portcullis of it or whatever, so they can't see you, you can have that.
Yeah, I'm at least going, peeking my head out the
All right.
ladder as.
I say, who
Quiet
goes
as
there?
All right, so at least okay. Well, it's 6 humans and 1 half elf. Elf. Ugh. I can't speak today. And the half elf actually rides up first, and he yells in. He's like are you? Do you live here in this town?
Actually, Actually, I'm just passing by. I closed the gates because we saw rocks and goblins in here.
You closed the gates for rocks?
There were also some goblins. We didn't want none of them to escape.
That's... The goblins make more sense than rocks. There's rocks everywhere, so I couldn't understand why you would close the gates for them. But we're looking for someone. Is there a person named Kella there?
I think there is. What business do you have with her? Or him? Or it? You don't know?
She's a friend of mine. She told us to meet her here.
Alright.
Can I insight from where I am? Can I see what's going on? Am I close enough for that?
I mean, well, he's since they're far away to begin with, he's kind of has to yell to have that conversation. So yeah, you can try to incite him. 16. He's not lying. Like you don't think he's lying, but as with I guess most people that are just meeting, he's not telling the whole truth. Like you can see that he's hiding something, mainly when he makes mention of her being a friend, and that he was told to meet here.
And what is he again? Is it half elf?
Half elf,
Okay.
a male half elf.
All right, I'm stay hidden, kind of ready my 2 of my darts.
All right. I mean, he's kind of trapped outside right now anyway, so you're good for now.
Mm-hmm.
And the only way he's getting in is if both of you open the gate.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna ask him anything else there, Parzival?
When did you guys set up the meeting? Or matter of fact, when did you say meet me here?
Oh, we got word about a week ago to start heading up to town. She's traveling herself, and this was the crossroads that we were told to meet.
I'm gonna go get her.
You gonna go get her? Okay. I'm not gonna make you move your token. We'll just say that you're back in the inn. How are you trying to get her to come to you?
Oh, like once I'm there in front of her.
Yeah.
There is some half elf on horse. Says he knows you. Out at the gates. Are you expecting anyone?
Give me 1 second. Let's see what they're all. She looks. She goes. How do I want to word it? She's. Were they all wearing like black clothing?
Is this something I would know?
If you looked out, you would have saw that. Yes, they are.
Okay.
They were all wearing black, like black, like darkened leathers. Essentially, they were stuff like that. So yeah.
Yes, mostly black.
And you said he was a half elf, correct?
Yes.
She kind of just pushes past you and starts walking back towards the front gate. Like you've confirmed, like she knows who this person is. She's gonna climb up. She's gonna climb back up the tower that you were in. And just unlike you, who are like kind of like peeking out, she'll look right over and she'll just yell out, like, "Zolkin, is that you?" You see if you're looking out, and Parzival, if you're looking out, you'll see like the minute he sees like his eyes catch hers, like he's just like infatuated with this woman, like Pepe Le Pew infatuated. It's like, yes, my love, I need you to let me in. Like we're kind of stuck out here. Your companions didn't really offer to let us through. And she'll look at you she'll be like, and just give you that look like, I'm letting him in.
Okay.
And since you're not hiding partial, she'll yell over to you like, just yell like, Tiefling, start lowering the gate. And she's going to start.
My ears perk up, and I'm like, okay.
And she's going to start lowering her side. Are you going to lower your side as well?
Yes, I will.
All right, cool. Once the gate is lowered, they all kind of just come on in. Unless if anyone tries to stop them, they're all coming in because I see someone mess with the ruler.
I was just saying how far they were.
I just wanted to check before I actually moved them. I just wanted to make sure. All right.
I'm staying near the tower, but yeah, I'm not doing anything.
Are you staying in or near?
Like on top.
All right, cool.
Oh, are we healed, by the way? I didn't actually.
If during like you can have each take your short rest, so
Okay.
you use some hit die. Yeah, there was no time for a long rest. This is all the same day. The fun part is trying to actually maneuver both horse and character token at the same fucking time, and then
So
get
just
them.
a quick recap. I'm
Hey,
going
going
to
swimming.
hit my hit die real quick on my end.
Oh wait, well I already used my hit die, so
You don't have any. You don't have any hit die left. Oh, that's right. You have one because you're at fucking level 1. So no, unless if you have something else to heal yourself with, no, you cannot take any healing.
super good.
Parswell, do you have a hit die left that you can use?
I don't think I used a hit die before.
Okay, well, if you open up your character sheet, yeah, there you go. Wow, you got 1 hit point back. So I'll change that. I mean,
There we go.
I guess 5 hit points is better than
Uh-oh.
4. So that's something. But yeah, you'll get your hit die back on a long rest. So yeah, they all kind of come in. I'm going to actually separate the horses from the people and put the horses off to the side just to make it easier on me.
So I'm assuming you let them in on purpose.
And Kello coming down from the watchtower say, "Yes, I let them in."
But hope they brought their own food. We don't have enough.
The leader will kind of like pop in and be like, "Oh, we have food. We're good. We will not impose on and ask for yours." But he does jump off the his horse and goes over. He tries to give Kella a hug, but she kind of just like shrugs him off. Clearly not reciprocating his love for her. But they start going into like a small little conversation amongst themselves. Unless if anyone wants to listen in, you don't really hear it.
I want to listen in.
Well, roll me a perception. And if you're still in that tower, you're not going to be able to hear it from where you're standing because they're both.
I
They're both.
got, for some reason, my roll 20 crashed, so I just reloaded.
Ew, that sucks. Kyber, you're close enough that if you want to try to listen in, you can. Not with that nat 1. Ooh. you hear the distant sounds of battle from a past life.
Yeah, man, I'm just sitting on the rocks setting myself. Just having a time of it.
Just having a time of it. Sabri, are you still in the inn during all of this?
I'm still cooking. I never left.
That's why I'm asking. I just want to make sure. What about you there, Kosif? You said you're just staying in the watchtower, correct?
Yeah, I'm just leaning over the edge watching everybody.
Do you still have darts at the ready? I want to know.
I would assume they're relatively small, so yeah, maybe they're kind of in my hands
Okay. Yeah, I mean they are.
on the
They're,
edge.
they're small enough that you can do that. Cool. Cool. All right. Well, I'll give it like another. How Parzival, is your Roll20 loaded back up? I want to give
Yeah,
it.
no, it rolled back and I rolled.
Oh,
So-
I didn't see it. There it is. 15. From where you're standing. Also, you collect like bits and pieces of it. You hear like mention of using the like you hear like the words like base of operations, word like questions if there's any other survivors, but you don't get like full on sentences of like what's going on. But yeah. But after a few moments of them talking, the half elf, he'll look back to you guys and says, "Why don't you like this grandeur like bow?" He's like, "I'm sorry I didn't fully introduce myself. My name is Zolkin Alessander. I represent a group of a nice little mercenary company that wishes to. We came here in hopes of, I guess, starting a small little guild here. Kella here was supposed to start making, peace with the town folk first. To, try to get us an inn. Not in as in, the building right there, but a way in. But she's informed me of everything that's happened here, and now that I look around, I see you didn't mean rocks, you meant boulders. Boulders is the word you were looking for there, Tiefling. Boulders.
Rocks, boulders, they're both made out of stone.
I could throw a rock at you, and unless I get extremely lucky, you will live. One of these hits you, you probably won't.
Wait, hold on. You've never killed a man with a rock?
And he like looks at you, looks at himself, he's like, I do not have the muscle capacity of your kind. As you can see, I am quite frail.
What do you mean by that? You're saying just because he looks like a rock, he's no better than you?
No, he's saying that because this man is nothing but pure muscle, he can probably kill a man with a rock. And he like does like a weak little like flexing of the muscle. He's like, I cannot. Not with a rock, not throwing one. That's why I got an extremely sharp one and just happened to hit you in the eye. Maybe. But I digress. So, but we see here that I don't think this town is quite capable of hosting a mercenary guild here, unless if we help rebuild it. So we're thinking, and he points to his 6 compatriots. It's like, we will be this town's secondary saviors. You guys have, you've from what Keller's told me, you've done well. We will help rebuild and hope that the town will accept us and let us run our operations out of here. You don't have any issue with that, do you? Meh. That's okay. That is good.
From the top, I say, everyone in the town is dead. So
From what I have been told, some survivors went to the caves north of here, and he like looks back to, because like you said the caves, right? It's like, that's where I was. That's where I figured they went.
Do we know there's still survivors?
You are not 100% sure, but from what the information you guys have like gotten from the goblins, that there were indeed survivors that went to those caves. Those survivors didn't expect it to be filled with goblins, So whether or not they're survivors, whether or not they're all dead or just being held captive, you don't know. You have not learned that information.
Yeah, we don't know if they're alive. So I mean,
Well, I guess
how now? I guess.
he Zulkin looks at you all and goes, "I will make you all a deal. We will stay here and help keep the town safe from any more of these goblins if they do indeed show. But in the meantime, if you would be willing to go to check out these caves yourselves, we might be able to scrounge up some coin to give you in return for finding any of the survivors of the town. We have enough coin to spare to help any chance of bringing these survivors back and let them be in our good graces."
All right, at the mention of coin, I come down from the tower. Walk up to him. How much coin?
We can talk numbers later. I don't know how much money he has on him. For level 1 people, so we can probably scrounge around a few gold to give to each of you.
I mean, the goblins are kind of fun.
As it gets from what Keller's told me, you threw one into the river?
Yeah, turns out they can swim. Weird, right?
I did not know they could swim. I thought they would sink.
I thought the same thing. Turns out today I learned.
Any day you learn is a good day. And he kind of like looks over to the three of you. He's like, "So do we have an agreement?"
I'll think about it. And I'm gonna go back into the inn, check on dinner.
Check on dinner. All right. What about the other two? What are you two doing? Kaibar, Parzival.
I'm gonna go check out this building since we still haven't.
All right. So, what are you telling Zulkin as you walk off? Are you telling him pretty much the same thing? Like, we'll get back to you. Like hold that thought. Like, what are you telling him?
I mean, I don't think we're gonna leave tonight, so I'm just gonna go about my business. As far as I'm concerned, it's a done deal. I already agreed to it.
Okay. So I'll just take it that you're telling him we'll get to it tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm in. I don't know about the rest of these guys, but
All right. Parzival, what are you telling him?
I'll say, well, money is money no matter what. All right, we'll do it. I'll do it.
I like your optimism, my friend. And are you gonna walk off with Kaibar towards the temple, or are you going back towards the inn?
I might just go back to the inn, check on the pet that I just got.
Cool. So let me put you over by the inn. Stop moving.
So I was gonna take out the town paperwork and start working on something.
You can sort of do so. It's all in your journal, correct? You got it all? Cool. It's just basic information. If you want more detail of anyone specific in those paperwork, let me know and I'll scrounge up something, because it already has like basic info in it, but I can make up something more in depth if you'd like.
Yeah, we'll see.
You there, Kaibar. Well, since you're the only one doing something different, let's start with you. You walk over to the temple, which the entrance is right there. I'm pretty sure there's a sidebar for the temple, but since you're the one going in there, I'm not gonna really worry about the sidebar map. So when you walk in, if you want, I don't know if it's in your character's nature or he will just say fuck it, You can roll me a religion check to see what the temple worships, if you'd like. I don't have my Zoom open, so I can't actually see if you're shaking
Nope.
your head.
Clearly, I don't give a shit.
Cool. I really should keep my Zoom like off to the side so I can actually see if you're saying anything. And wow,
once.
holy shit,
Holy
that's
shit.
huge.
If I knew anything, I just forgot it walking in.
Yep. Well, I will say you see there's stained glass windows throughout the whole temple, depicting images of birth, of the sun, trees, and unicorns. So that's what you see when you first walk in. The main temple area, you see sunlight pouring in through like the high voltage ceiling. There's like I'm not on the ceiling itself, like I guess through the walls. The glass windows are tall enough. Like these windows are letting in a lot of light, as most churches I guess do. I don't go to church, so I wouldn't know. But beneath all the windows, you just see like plain wooden benches for like the old and sick to sit on. There's no actual like pews along the whole thing. It's one of those you're kind of, unless if you are incapable of standing, you're expected to stand throughout any services. Directly across from you, like on the west side of the wall, you see a half-open door, which leads into like the back area.
All right. I am gonna do. I am gonna search to see if I find anything as soon as There we go. Oh wait, not. Perception or investigation?
Are you looking for some?
Perception. Yeah, just like looking around to see if I find anything.
In the main room, not much. It looks as ransacked as the rest of the place has been, like the rest of town. So you don't see anything that like sticks out.
I'll head towards the back room and
Cool.
step into the doorway.
You can do this is a lot smaller room. It's like maybe like a 10 by 10 room. So you can, if you like, in here you can do an investigation instead of perception, just because it's smaller. Oh yeah. But you see in the back room, there's like a plain wooden bed, that looks like where the priest or acolyte would sleep. It is torn asunder, like the mattress on it is like torn asunder. You see the floor is strewn with contents of 2 wooden chests. Most of it is priestly garb and other worshipping vestiges. What did I say? Vestments. Anyway, you do see with that 13 though. You do see a little piece of silver that has been cut into the shape of a unicorn's head.
I will definitely take that.
All right. With your original really shitty religion roll, I'm not going to let you re-roll to see if you know what it is. But you can always take it to someone else and be like, hey, any of you fucks know what this is.
Yeah, man, it's just, kind of pretty.
I mean, it's just a silver unicorn head right now. That's really all you find. Everything else looks like it's been ransacked and emptied out. I will say, if you guys wouldn't have died from the wargs and had a chance to actually meet who was in here, you could have found more. But they already skedaddled. So you missed out on some shit.
Okay, I will head back to the inn then, since clearly there's not too much interesting here.
Yeah, not anymore for you. Cool. So everyone's back at the inn, all convening, bullshitting, eating, I guess. Sabria, you got that nice little dinner all ready for everyone?
Yeah, I'd say it's about done by now.
Cool. You don't know who you haven't met with any of the people outside, and unless if Kella told them, they don't know that you're in here.
Okay.
So you guys are until someone tells you about them, you guys are complete strangers.
I have no idea. Okay, so I heard the horn,
Yes,
but I elected not to go.
that's correct.
So as the rest of my comrades here are beginning to walk in, what's all the racket? What's all the yelling about? Yeah. Just to whoever it was that walked in first.
Uh,
Yeah, so then if you're asking me, I'd say Killer's boyfriend is here.
Tell it. I was unaware.
yeah, it's weird how you guys spent like 2 days together and didn't really talk to each other that much. Besides, are we going to survive?
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
Doggy.
Okay. Well, I'm glad they were reunited. That seems kind of weird. I wonder why he wanted to blow a horn for that. I mean, did he expect her to be here?
Maybe he's overcompensating.
That's one thing.
That I give you like that side glance of solidarity and understanding the joke.
Just go back
Fair.
to writing.
Does he want dinner?
Did he follow us in, or is
I
he still
already
outside?
told him we didn't have enough for him.
No, he's still outside with Kella and the rest of his band. His band
Well,
of-
surely one more bowl's not going to kill us.
Yeah, there are 7.
I guess polygamy's the thing out here.
None of my business. I go back to writing.
I mean, that's takes a drink. Like, okay, yeah, seven might be a little much. I don't think I have enough for 7 here.
Cool. Well,
So I'm just gonna. I tell you what. I'm gonna pass bowls to the rest of my party,
uh-huh.
Thank you.
or one for myself, or one for the weirdo upstairs. I don't even know who that is. I just don't like him. I'm gonna be a bitch about it.
He is a noble that Kosif is in charge of protecting. I forgot his name. Lord Voxwell. Jasper
Lord
Voxwell.
Foxwell.
Jasper
I already
Voxwell.
don't like him.
Is
I
it
mean,
co-
if
is it-
he's been kind of a pansy ass, then I probably don't like him.
Picture a fat Joffrey from Game of Thrones, or mix of Joffrey's like bitchiness mixed with like Sam from the North of the Wall, like a mixture of those two.
Jesus Christ.
The stuck-up noble of Joffrey, scared fat man of Sam.
I'm gonna dig around in the back of the kitchen to see if I can't find some rat poison while I'm at it. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I'm not really doing that.
You want to change your alignment to evil?
Neutral evil. Yeah, I'm just kidding. I won't actually be doing that. So I'll pour another couple of bowls, for one for myself and one for
Jasper.
Jasper upstairs. And I'm gonna venture upstairs.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Cool. Well, while you're doing all of that, you guys hear the drawbridge raise back up outside. I mean, because it's not like it's a quiet thing coming up and down, especially when there's no hustle and bustle of the town. So you guys hear you guys hear that, and you kind of like hear like, unless if anyone, if you guys are just kind of like eating in silence or whatever, or relative silence, you hear like Zolkin giving commands to the rest of his party, like just setting up basic watches, as well as one of them is in charge of their meal for that night. Yes. That's all you hear from them. After a while, though, are you guys doing anything else, or are you guys just kind of just eating, chilling, and letting what story happens?
Yeah, I'm
working
just
on-
letting it happen right now. I mean,
Cool.
I'm more than a little wounded, so I'm just
That's-
gonna hang out.
That's cool. After a while, go ahead. Good.
I'm gonna look at Kaibar and I'm just gonna be like, so, did you find anything interesting at the church?
No, not really. Place look pretty messed up already.
Cool. All right. So yeah, after a while, Zolkin and Kella come back to the inn. Just the two of them, not the rest of his party. And Zolkin's going to try to get a feel for all of you. He's already gotten like some of a feel for you. But he's just kind of like wants to, get a better understanding of who you people are. He's like, so
I would have stayed upstairs. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Unless somebody has already taken it, I want to be up on the second floor where the boulder came through.
where the boulder came through.
Yeah.
No one's taken that one.
Okay.
So you're overlooking the first floor where everyone is right now. Then, so you can.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be in that space. She likes to stargaze. What can I say?
Stargaze and
no.
listen in apparently.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well, now that you told me that, are you going to try to be quiet at all? Especially if you are going to listen in,
Very.
then I'm going to need a stealth from you.
Got it. Ooh, god damn.
Well, you think you're being stealthy.
He has no idea I'm there.
He doesn't. Also, I apologize if my voice gets all robotic-y every once in a while. My computer keeps saying internet connections is unstable, so I don't know what it's doing to you guys. But on your end, my end, you guys are still coming in clear. But I know every once in a while it causes me to go all robotic for a minute.
know.
Just so you guys, just that heads up apology.
He has no idea I'm there, and unless the noble guy went downstairs, he's still up here too.
The noble is still upstairs. Like the room that you're in, there's 4 rooms on the top floor. You're on the southeast room, which is where the boulder came through. The noble is in the northeast room, which is probably like the least damaged, nicest looking room there. So that's what he is. But no, Zolkin doesn't know you're up there, but he just kind of like, you see everyone else as he comes in about to start conversation. You hear him see him look up. He goes, "There's more survivors. Interesting." And he kind of looks back to the rest of you. But he looks to the 3 of you that are on the first floor. He's like, "So, my new friends, why are you all here? What brings you out to Nightstone?"
Well, Wagon brought most of us.
Oh, that's how you ended up here. I asked why you were here.
Babysitting.
Ooh,
My own agenda.
babysitting is never fun. Is it an actual baby?
Yes.
And he kind of looks. He's
He's upstairs.
like babies. Like, is anyone watching? Babies need to be taken. Never mind. And
I
he,
really don't care for this baby.
He's a big baby. He's okay.
he's a big baby. Oh, okay. And Kella kind of nudged him. Was like, "It's a nobleman." And she says it just loud enough that everyone can hear it. And he's like once she says it, he goes, "Oh, that type of baby. Got it." He's like, "So you're babysitting a noble. You have no." He points at Kybers. "You have no idea why you're here."
Seemed a good reason, or seemed as good a place as any.
You're if you like hunting, or there's not much out here. Anyway, and he looks at the tiefling. He's like, "And why are you out here?"
My old town got raided. We got under attack. We got siege. Running away. Some of them had a plague.
So you're just on the run,
Done a
essentially.
lot of stuff. Yeah.
From a lot. Oh. He looks at Kelly. This is an interesting group you have found yourself with. It is amazing they have not. I'm surprised they haven't killed each other or have died on their own yet. And she just kind of like chuckles under
Oh
her
no,
breath.
we died already.
Oh yeah, she kind of chuckles under her breath at that statement. He's like, so I've already offered you the coin to go check for the survivors tomorrow, but this Keller says that you are trustworthy. You haven't done anything to piss her off yet, and she gets pissed off pretty easily. Trust me, I know. I kind of only told half-truths with us. We are a mercenary group, but we don't do mercenary work in the sense of fighting, more in the ways of information. We trade in secrets and packs.
Is there still fighting?
If need be, there is.
Okay, good.
We try to avoid it, but sometimes you can't help it. Sometimes blades need to be the answer. And you can see him like stroke a little like dagger that he has to his side. Some people are a little uneasy about us. So I must say I'd rather to be out in the open if you're going to trust us and if we are going to trust you. He kind of like motions towards Kella, who like opens up her robe. Parzival, you saw this before, but all of you can see it now. There's a flying snake essentially wrapped around her arm.
Told you she had a snake.
He motioned as she like opens up her like the robe, the sleeve of her robe. The snake like lifts its head up and like curls itself from her and like wraps loosely around Zulkin's arm. She's like, this is a pet of mine. We, as well as the mascot of our organization. It's like, my plan is to send him off with a letter to the larger portions of our group to let them know that we are making headway to bringing our network here. I must say, have any of you... Actually, I'm going to roll to see if he asks this. I'm going to do high-low. High, he asks for it. Nope, he doesn't. Never mind. Nope. So yeah, he just kind of asks, is like, none of you have issue with trading in secrets, do you? Let me open up my little...
What line of work do you guys do with secrets?
Secrets can be your best friend or your worst enemy, given it to the right people.
But if you have a secret and you tell that other person your secret, it's no longer your secret.
You don't
So-
tell, you sell it. Secrets. You don't look. Or he'll look over to Coaster's like, you've dealt with nobles. You must know that giving the right noble the right information can bring ruin or great fortune to his lands.
Yes, and
Well, we like to sell those secrets to those nobles to make sure that certain nobles stay ahead of the game, ahead of the curve. Something that I feel that you would understand more than your tiefling friend over here.
Look, this is not my business. If you want to talk with Noble, go upstairs.
Oh, we will talk to him later. This is more of, I want to make sure that you are all okay with us before we move on to the next phase. We want you to trust us like we trust you. Businesses are based off of trust.
You do what you want. I do not know much.
That is fair.
You say business is the trust, but you don't trust us with what business you work with?
Well, I can't giving all of our information away in one go. That itself is bad for business. A lot of contradictions, I know, but when you've been in this line of work long enough, you learn what to say and what not to.
Actually, on that note, does your merry band of mercenaries have or go by a name?
Roll me a persuasion to see if he'll actually tell you. Oh no. I think my roll 20 crashed on me. What happened? Okay, there it goes. Sorry, I'm so 14. Alright, let me roll a wisdom for him to see what he has as. Alright, I rolled a 12. Alright, he looks
Every
like
group needs a name.
he's like, have you heard of the Zentarum?
Doesn't ring a bell.
And he says this loud enough, so if any of you have heard that name and would like to pipe up, you can.
What would I need to roll if I have heard of it or not?
Just a straight intelligence check. Do.
There's no way I've heard of it at all.
I mean, okay. So let me ask you this first. What do you know out of character? What do you know about the Zentarum? Anything? Or no?
Who?
Ismad. Parzival. Do you know anything about the Zentarum, like, out of character? Not at all. Cool. Courtney, I already know you know what the Zentarum are. So here's the information I'll give you. With the 19, you get a pretty good amount anyway, but,
Should I roll as well?
you can. Your role will be...
I may have been deceiving you.
Your DC will be lower than theirs would, just because of your background.
Of things.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
You would just roll a straight intelligence check.
Oh.
Yeah. Technically, it probably would be history, but I'd rather just use the intelligence one. All right. So with an 11, because of your background, I'll say you guys you know enough as well. The Zentarum are also known as the Black Network. They are mercenaries per se. It's like part of their public face is mercenary group. They do use money that they've siphoned from whatever to be able to put on the face of a well-to-do mercenaries. But what they mainly do is they'll go for wherever profit is where they go, no matter what side, good, evil, in between. And they spend a lot of time with thieves, rogues, setting up essentially bases of operations that would allow them just pretty much to spread further to get their influence, and what nobles or what towns under that they have influence of, just larger. Their main goal is just to be everywhere, so that if you want to be able to make it in the world of, mainly in the world of nobles, essentially, if you want to make it anywhere, you pretty much are forced to have the Zentarum on your side.
They're the Illuminati.
Yeah, they're overall they are considered an evil group. But they're that necessary evil, essentially.
Would I know Jasper's opinions of this group?
I haven't made any opinions for him, but I would say because what group are you with? Sorry. Let me look at your character sheet. What is it? What is it? They're not. They're kind of opposed to the Zentarum as a whole. They're not. They try to. I'm trying to think. Like, they're not friends with them, but they're not straight up enemies either. They know they exist. They don't hunt down Zentarum. But if any Zentarum try to get in their way, they will be like, "Yo, time for you to get the F out of here."
Okay.
No. And hold up.
I'm gonna start slowly packing up what I was working on.
Cool. All right. So I've been like moving my chat all over the place. Cool. All right. But that's what you guys know about the Zentarum. Let me close out that box. I don't need it anymore. But yeah, he asks if you guys know about the Zentarum. Because if you've already given your answer, Parcel, you can say whatever you want. You can say yes, no. You can tell him what you want.
I think I've heard some information from you guys.
All right. You just love saying everything. Being the yes man. Got it. He's like, well, good. That is our organization. We're trying to expand. And this seems as good a place as any. But here's where things get fun. If he'll look at you guys and be like, I'm having, from what I've been told, you guys have not actually been able to go through or make your way into the keep yet. I have my men doing that as we speak. They're making sure there's no survivors there, or make sure there are survivors there. Make sure there's no other goblins or anything that need killing. But Kella and I will take our leave of you, and we will see you all in the morning when you guys are ready to go towards the caves. And now is where we get to the fun stuff of you guys have finished your first milestone. You all get to level up.
What?
Yeah, the first milestone is after you clear the town, and clearing it does not consist of the keep. So we get to do a quick little on-screen level up for all of you guys.
I'm having an internal struggle because I want to go with them to the keep, but I don't.
I mean,
Same.
if you guys want to go to the keep, you can, and we can do the level up afterwards. It's up to you. You just gotta say something.
I'll join you on that little adventure.
I was super wanting to like sneak out the back of the inn and follow them.
All right. Well, you're gonna have to roll me another stealth to see if you succeed this time. They kind of know that you're up there, but if you want to kind of sneak
Somebody
away,
was up there.
if you want to sneak away, by all means, go ahead and try.
21.
Wow. Yeah, you do it that time.
I want to ask him if he minds if I join his men at the keep in a few minutes.
No, we do. I do not mind. I'm not going to tell you no.
Okay, I'll be right back. And I'm gonna go upstairs and talk to Jasper.
Cool. All right. Well, yeah. Let's have you talk to Jasper first, and then we'll do Sabria escape.
Cool. Yeah, so I knock on his room. I'm assuming the door's closed.
Oh yeah, he's keeping to himself.
Master Voxwell, may I come in?
Kasif, yes, you come on in. Yes, please.
Okay. So I go in the door, close it. Kind of get right on his level to wherever he is. And,
He's sitting right on the bed.
Cool. I'll kind of go on one knee and just like... So have you heard that we have visitors?
I heard a horn blast earlier. Is that what the visitors were?
Yes, seems to be some friends of Lady Kella. She saved us yesterday. Just the half elf might talk to you later. Avoid saying too much. Okay?
What do you mean too much? What would I'd be able to tell him that would be too much?
I just don't trust him. And neither should you.
He kind of looks like, I don't trust any of these peasants.
Okay, good. Now, before I leave, you need anything?
If,
I'm already out the door.
okay. Damn. That works too.
Okay, bye.
Care so little for him. Courtney, yes, I think you do get the invocations at level 2.
That's why I'm excited.
Cool.
Wait for this shit.
So yeah. So if you're already, are you just walking out the front door to meet up with everyone else?
Yeah, casually walk into the keep.
Cool. Sabria. So here's how it's going to be a little interesting. How I want you to tell me how you're going to sneak out of this place. Because the only way down to the first floor is through the main hall where everyone was just standing. The only other...
No, when I said sneak out the back, I didn't mean like cover it from everybody else. I just meant like I wasn't trying to be I wasn't trying to like avoid the rest of the party.
No, I'm
I
saying
wanted to avoid.
Yeah, but if you're leaving, are you waiting for Kella and Zulkin to leave first before you sneak out?
Yeah, so like they sound like they're heading to the keep, and he had said that he had already sent his men on
Yeah.
to search the keep. So I'm gonna wait for them to leave, and I'm gonna like follow them.
Yeah. He and Kella aren't heading to the keep. It's just the men.
Okay.
They're going back towards mainly. I don't have a place for them. You know what? Where I put all the horses, that's where their little mini campsite is, and they're in like that house right there.
Okay. So yeah, once
So they'll be in the house.
when they get up and leave, that's when I'm leaving.
Okay, that's
So, like,
I thought you were
They
leaving.
walk out.
I thought you were trying to sneak out while they were still in there.
No.
Okay, because I was about to say the only other way you're going to get out is if you go through the roof, and that would have been entertaining.
I could try it. No, I really don't need to because I was waiting for them to leave and then I was gonna like sneak out after them.
All right, so let me put you and Kosif down. Is anyone else going towards the keep or no?
Yeah.
No, I need to sleep.
Because you are injured. All right, so 3 out of 4 of you. Cool. All right. I got you. I'm moving.
And I will actually take this short moment to go refill my water.
Please do. All right. All right, so you guys get to the bridge on the south of town and see that it has collapsed completely. However, you do see a rope kind of like hammered in on your side, as well as hammered in on the other side of the bridge as well. The bridge is going up about 10 feet. Yeah, it's 10 foot. Cool. And in the distance is another, what is that, another 10 feet? 10, 15? Yeah. But yeah, if you guys would like to get across, I'm going to need some either athletics or acrobatics. Whatever one is higher.
Did the other group get across already? I see their tokens, but do
Yeah.
we see them?
I haven't put... They're like actual... Whoops, I still have my ruler. They're actually like inside the keep right now. Like they're some like over there.
Okay, so we didn't see them get across. They're just across.
No, but you do see like the rope and like hammered in. I
Okay.
can't really say it looks new, but you can tell that it was just put there.
Cool.
It was 7.
Impressive.
I can't go across ropes.
Apparently neither of you can.
Is that their attempt? Like, did I just watch them try to go across this?
You just watched them attempt to go across the rope, and I mean, it's a DC 10. And
Damn it.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not gonna.
so you watch the tiefling and the half elf like start making their way across this rope, like shimming across, and you see them both one after another fall into the water.
Shit, really?
Yeah, you watch them fall into the water.
Oh, fuck.
Great. I'm trying to get out of it as soon as I can.
Okay, I'm gonna rush to the edge then.
All right.
And
So-
I got a rope. I'm gonna try and throw a rope down.
Cool. Let me put them both in the water. So they would have both fallen over like right about right here. So if you want to throw, you're throwing the
Is
rope? Go ahead.
Yeah, is that water is like moving, or is it just kind of?
It's moving, but it's slow moving.
All right.
What unless if I'm gonna make them roll strength checks to make sure they don't get swept up, but it's a low DC. So you two that fell in the water, I do need those strength checks from you two.
Strength check, strength save.
Mm,
It really matters for me.
and for you, it's the same anyway.
Yeah.
That's a check because no, yeah, we'll do save. You can do a strength save. Yeah, it works. And anyone
Yay.
from Parzival. Ooh, damn, dude.
Oh shit.
All right. Well, you stay where you are, Sabria. Parzival, you end up right there as you start getting swept around.
Boy,
Um,
if I get out of this alive, I'm not gonna go first.
the good news is the river will eventually take you to the western bank of the outside of town. So every 6 seconds, like so every round, I'm gonna move you like another like 15, 20 feet. In the meantime, Kos, if you said you're throwing a rope down to Sabria,
I got 50 feet of rope, so I'm gonna hold on to one end.
you
throw
got
it down.
you got plenty of rope. It's only about like I think it's a 20-foot drop. Yeah, you got plenty of room. So yeah, you can Sabria. You can make this time. I do need either athletics or acrobatics, your choice,
Grab on.
to get yourself back up that rope.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, woman!
I fucking suck.
Well, good news is you don't make it up the rope, but you don't get your strength not get swept away is good enough. So, and since we're not really on a time limit, you can keep trying as many times as you'd like until you want to give up.
Okay. So
on.
I'm gonna. I will try that again, but I'm gonna try to quietly shout. I guess it's just like, go across the rope first.
I'm
After
just gonna
seeing
say-
you, no, thank you.
I'm just gonna be like, don't worry about me. I'll just let the current take me. I ain't
Okay.
gonna fight it.
I give him a thumbs up.
As he's already like a good 50 feet from you, 80 feet. He's moving.
The rope is solid. I'm just really clumsy. It's okay.
So you want him to go to the other side of the bridge first?
I'm telling him to like hold the rope that I'm on, but get himself the 10 feet across the gap, and I'll keep trying to climb up. I'll like after he gets across, I will try to climb up.
Do you wish to try to climb across or no?
No, it's a horrible idea.
All right, fair enough.
Fine.
Try again.
11.
That gets you up this time.
Thank you.
You there, Parzival. I need a strength check from you to see if you can actually climb your ass up this slope. Jesus Christ, dude. What is it? I know you have a -1 on your strength and all, but like,
Water does not like me in D&D, apparently.
well, let's see what it tells me I need from you to get up there easily. Well, oh wow, okay. I'm not giving you that as the DC because you'll never make it up.
He comes back 3 days later, just exhausted.
I will say you are against the rope here or wall here, so you will eventually, with your strength, it's going to take you some time, and you're going to take a point of exhaustion, but you do eventually get
Fine.
up the side. Can I put exhaustion down as one of your bars? No, I can't. That sucks. All right, so I'm gonna write on your so for right now, you're at level 1 exhaustion, which means you have disadvantage on, I want to say, saving throws. Either saving throws or checks. I don't know which one. Let me check.
Check.
Like any ability check.
Yeah, it's whatever level 1 is. Yeah, disadvantage on ability checks. So yeah, any from that until you get a full night's rest, you are at disadvantage on that.
And with that, I'm just gonna be reverse. I'm going back to the inn.
All right. Well, while you're slowly making your way back up, because you can't get to the inn yet because the drawbridge was put back up.
Oh look, he made it.
He did make it. What are you
Good.
what are you two doing now that you're back? Now that Saber, you're back on the bridge.
I really want to go across.
If you want to try again, I'm not going to stop you.
No, you're not.
Okay, wait.
What?
I have an idea. So I'll take the one of my python thingies that are typically used for climbing. I want to tie the rope to one end, do what the other guys did, and hammer it into the
Into the bridge.
bridge. Tie the other end like around my waist, so at least if I fall off the rope, I should stay.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'll try to climb across.
All right. I'll give you advantage on it on the climb across, as well as not falling into the river if you fall.
So what do you want? Athletics,
Yes.
acrobatics?
Whatever one's higher, you can use whatever one you want.
My choice.
Yes.
Fuck.
Well, no, you get advantage on it. So you got 17.
Yes.
That is enough to get across. So you are
Okay.
now across. So now what are you going to do? Are you going to assist Sabria somehow?
Yeah, I'll hold the rope, like I'll untie the rope for me and say, "You want this?"
So yeah. All right. So are you
I'm
just
gonna try
going?
what he did.
So yeah, good. So you tie the rope around yourself, and you can climb across as well.
Yes, I'll throw it back.
With advantage.
Yeah, you still get advantage, and if you somehow fail, you don't end up in the river.
Okay. Oh shit!
Yeah, that 20 will get you across. You gracefully make it across time. You actually walk across like a tightrope.
See, I told you it was fine. I'm just really clumsy sometimes.
That's cool.
All right.
I'll hammer the other end in.
Cool. So now you guys
Good
got
call.
2 ends in. All right. I'm gonna move you both to the sidebar of the map because the keep actually has its own little mini map over here. Nandar Keep. Bam. So let me know once you guys are both over at the side maps.
Yeah, you're good.
Cool. And I guess I should move the fucking Zentaran people over there too. Cool. Cool. Alright. So where I have you guys right now is just on the other side of the bridge, like where the little H-shaped building is, this little pretty much a little guard hut. If you guys go through that, this is still set to essentially to scale to the rest of the map. Once you guys make your way through there, the doors are wide open right there. And once you guys get inside that 30 feet between the guardhouses and the main keep, it is just like a giant garden just surrounding the keep. There's nothing really of great interest there. Like in the inner valleys, Bailey. You can see a couple like stones. Like if you circle around through the whole thing, you see a bunch of boulders that have gone through, which essentially give you multiple entrances into the keep. You can enter in however you'd like. You have the front door, which is right ahead of you, as well as two of the two corners of the towers on each side of the keep were taken out by boulders, and you can just walk through the rubble and go in that way.
I'll be right back.
Yeah,
I want to try and find the group.
the rest of the guards.
Yeah, where they went.
All right. Roll me survival, so you can try to track them.
Woo.
Ooh.
Oh.
You know they're somewhere in the keep. They're somewhere.
Of course.
You don't, but there's no way of knowing unless you go find them.
I'll stick near Sabria then. Do you
Alright.
know where they went?
All right, Sabria.
They're in the keep.
They're in the keep.
Yes.
Could I roll
50% sure.
perception maybe just to make sure they're not like working on something outside? See if I can hear something.
Yes, you can.
That's a 19.
You
Definitely in the keep.
you hear arguing coming from inside the keep.
Ooh.
Um,
That door is not open, right?
I'm
Like the
It's-
front door of the keep
yeah.
is not open.
it's ajarred right now.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was like if I was hearing that through the door or from over here.
No, it's ajarred, but you can hear it like the way that this keep is set up because of all the giant wall circling it, as well as all the holes in the keep. You can tell it's coming from inside the keep itself. You just can't really tell where in the keep. And I guess you should move you guys down to right here because that's the ground floor.
Oh, okay. Yeah, gotcha.
So yeah, that the door technically is ajar to open, and you also got
Is it?
the rubble here that you can use to get in, as well as right there on the southeast.
Okay. Cool.
Told you.
Arguing.
In the keep.
Yeah, you can make out bits and pieces of it. It's
Is it all in common?
Yes, it's all in common.
Okay.
It's you can hear them bits and pieces of we're here to help. We're not trying to and feel like they're trying to defend themselves. Like, hey, we're not here to overstep our boundaries. We're just here to get our foot, like essentially get our foot in the door. It kind of sounds like the people from the Zentarum like trying to give someone else the same spiel that they gave you guys.
Yeah.
But then you hear the other side of it, plus the other side going like saying like, we don't want your kind here. So you hear like bits and pieces of that.
Oh. And actually, I didn't hear the spiel initially, so.
Well, the spiel that the others got. Sorry,
Okay. Yeah.
but you know what I mean.
I was gonna say that that makes sense now because I wasn't actually there for that. So, does that sound like them?
Do I hear him?
If you want to roll me perception, sure. Since she pointed it out, you can have advantage.
Yeah, I'll point it out. It's
Yeah,
like-
you'll have you'll have an
There's
advantage
argument.
on it to hear. It's like see how well your
Okay.
hearing is. 9. You know what? You
They're
hear
definitely in the keep.
you hear you hear the arguing, but you don't hear as much as she does. Like you don't hear like you also get bits and pieces, but you get even less. Like it sounds like just mumbled mess to you. But yes, they are in the keep.
Shall we?
Called it. Let's go.
Are you guys
Let's go calm things down in there.
you just going right through the front
This-
door?
Yeah, sure.
All right, cool. Let me open up the correct overlays here. Boom, put that. We'll put 2 there. Whoa, I just like made those things
After
huge.
she says let's go, I'll put my shield on.
You put your shield on. All right. Yerp. 2 there. We'll put him here to argue. and him there. Give me one last... I need to move one last thing out the way because it's bothering me. Thank you. Cool. Alright. So yeah, you guys can all... You can move your characters into the keep, or I can do it for you if you'd like.
Who's going first?
Well, if you,
How-
Mr. I
is
have
that
my
a-
shield up.
Well, you are the one with the shield.
Okay.
That might be a good idea.
So are you just pushing the door open, or are you just charging
Oh
in?
no,
How are you
I'm
going in?
kicking that shit.
Oh, you're kicking it in. Okay.
Yes.
You kick the door and you startle the shit out of everyone, both parties. You immediately to your left, so the right side of the map, but your character's left, you see 4 people like immediately draw their swords like pointed right in your direction, like
Oh shit.
in an offensive type stance, like, and they draw the swords like, and I kind of look at the others that are in the keep already, all the Zentarum group, and he's like, I knew we couldn't trust you, and like they start making like movements as if they're going to attack someone.
Whoa! Wait, hold on a minute. We're not going to attack anyone. Please, for the love of all that is holy, put those down.
Roll me persuasion. If there's a time to roll high.
And it is not happening right now.
And I'm mimicking them. Like my sword's out, I'm ready to go, but I'm not making the first move.
All right.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is gonna turn out well.
I'm a charisma-based character. I'm ashamed right now.
That's what you get for rolling a 2.
I did roll a 2. Okay.
First guard.
Thanks, RNG.
First guard. Yeah, that chaos plateau is a bitch.
Damn it.
The first guard comes over to you, Kosef, because you're in the way of Sabria. And sword drawn out to you, he goes, and why should we trust a word that you say?
Me? I don't even know what's going on here. I just came to say hello, heard arguing. I wanted to see what's going on.
So you
That's
kick a door open to say hello. That's your customs?
Yeah, why not?
Sword and shield drawn.
I don't know what I'm walking into. There's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lots of people. Apparently you're going to attack me, so yes, shield up.
And you like, at that 5, it's I gotta have you guys fail somehow. He still has a sword drawn on you, because he doesn't trust the 2 of you that just came in, and is very guarded. This one's going to move right there. And here's what we're going to have happen. While you guys are essentially arguing amongst each other, whoops, damn it, I really wish Roll20 would stop doing this to me. It keeps like maximizing things I don't want maximized, because Roll20 sucks ass.
I would like to get ready to dodge.
I will allow that as a free action right now. I will allow that. Let's do this. Let's do it that way. Make it smaller that way. Cool, that works. All right. While you guys are arguing, you see the dude just south of you, like next to the guard. Take a swipe at him.
Oh shit.
Because he's like, this is one of those, this is not going to go our way. I'm going to get the first strike. But he rolled a 10, so that is not enough to hit anyone, I don't think. Not in this game. No, that is not enough to hit. So yeah, a fight kind of breaks out. I need both of you to roll me initiatives.
GG, Kosef, we got this, buddy.
When it's your turn, you can choose whether or not to strike back against either side or against no one.
Son of a bitch.
I'm not going to tell you either way.
Oh, I fucking suck.
Oops.
This is awful.
Um,
How can
um,
I didn't select the token.
yeah,
but I rolled a
select
good one.
select your token again and re-roll it. I'll still
Oh.
keep it at 17
Ah.
or that 21. All right, I got to roll initiative for all of these people, and I really hope their names don't pop up as. Actually, I really don't care.
Oh, they didn't.
The
It's
names
just pictures.
good. You have no idea how much that annoys me when I play on my other games and they show up as their names. I'm like, I don't want you to know what they're called. Goddamn, there's a lot of people I gotta roll for.
Son of a bitch.
Dude, why don't you name every goblin Jim?
Alright, so descending order. This guard gets to go first. Seeing his fellow guard get attacked is going to try to swipe back at this attacker with a spear. And I really wish you guys could see my rolls, but that was a 20 against this Zentarum here for 5 damage.
Shit.
Kosov, it's your turn. You see a fight starting to break out. What are you doing?
I'm yelling at everybody to stop. Chill out.
Well, if you'd like to do that,
Why?
that will be essentially be your attack action, but you would have to roll me a persuasion. It's going to be quite a decent DC because they're already in the midst of fighting now. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
You guys are not persuasive people.
Meanwhile, Parzival's just at the gate.
Can I still use my movement?
You can still use your movement and you still have a bonus.
Okay, this is not for me. I turn to Sabria. I said, we should leave. And I'm gonna take a step out of the door.
Alright. I'm going to roll a D100 to see if he takes that attack of opportunity because you technically are leaving his threat range. I want you to
go
call.
for it.
I want you to call high or low.
Like right now?
Yes, call it
Low.
low. So if it's low, he will not hit you. 49. That is it. Just enough. He does not go for that strike. So yeah, if you'd like to step out, you can.
Yeah, I like Irish goodbye. You know, I'm just still facing everybody.
Cool. Sabria, we'll get to you in a moment, but I'm gonna have all these guards and Zentarum attack each other real quick, if you don't mind.
Oh fuck! You're super low in the initiative order.
Yeah, I totally am.
Yeah, she is. So I'm really sorry that you guys can't see these rolls because they all automatically whisper to me.
Oh, nice.
So I will just tell you once it's all said and done. I'll tell you how it ended.
This is actually very typical. I usually roll pretty low in the initiative order.
That doesn't hit. That is pretty typical of you, actually. You're not wrong. Cool. You went. Right? Yes. Boom, boom. This dude gets to go. This is gonna. I'm sorry for this being a little boring, but I need to see how this plays out. You two.
Entertaining for Twitch audience. You're welcome.
I mean, yeah, they get to see it. They get to see it all happen in wonderful glory. Oh shit! That one's gone. He did.
Sneaks over to Twitch channel.
You know he did. Bam. There's one.
Ooh.
Yeah, you guys can see it when I put X's all over them. So you'll be able to see that when that happens.
That
This
guy's
is what I
dead.
get for trying to help.
It is. That is what you get for trying to help.
Just like to have a little fun, kick the door, you know.
Yeah. Cool.
I was hoping to get the drop.
Didn't happen, did it?
Didn't mean to.
It doesn't help that there's a lot more bandit
Start the
or a
fire.
lot more Zentarum than there are fucking guards. So the guards are severely overwhelmed. All right, Sabri, it's now your turn. You see, in the midst of all this carnage, you see spears being like stabbed at back and forth, scimitars being waved around, and you see a couple crossbow bolts end up in one of the guards as he falls to the ground.
And I'm at the door, just holding it open, like,
Come on. Okay.
So are you both
Get the fuck out.
are you both just hightailing it out of the keep in general? Like,
We are noping the fuck out of there.
all right.
yeah, I
so-
want to go back and tell that.
all right, I'm gonna move both of you back onto the main map.
I'm rushing back to tell what's his face, half elf dude,
Zulkin.
that his guys are killing people.
Yeah.
All right. Make me those checks to see if you get across the bridge.
Oh, I'm jumping. I want to.
Oh, you're doing a running jump.
Yeah.
There is a check for that still.
Oh no.
What?
Come
know.
from hybrids. It's an acrobatics check. You don't
Acrobatics?
you don't get a choice in this one. It's acrobatics. You're fine. You jump
I'm-
across no problem.
Yeah, I want to like dash. all the way
Cool.
down.
Let me see how many like rounds that will take for you guys to get there, so I know how many rounds of combat they all get. Because if you're dashing the whole time, that's 1 round.
Yeah, I could do 60 feet.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing it too. 2 rounds. Jesus Christ, they're pretty much gonna be fucked. 3 rounds. Where did I put them? 3 rounds. So it'll take 3 rounds for you to get to them. So it's been 1 already. Sabria, how are you getting across?
I'm not going to.
You're staying where you are?
Did he say, did Kosef say out loud that he was gonna go tell? Did he explain to me that he was gonna go tell what's his face?
No, you started running. As soon as you left the door, I was like, "Sweet, you're with me," and then I bolted.
Done.
So while you're deciding what you're doing, I'm going to continue doing attack rolls for everyone else.
Okay.
Oh, he can come out the initiative order. He did.
Damn. Okay. If you didn't explicitly say that you were going to warn what's his face, then I have no reason to stay over there. See, this is what I get for having played this already.
Hey, things.
I know what's gonna happen.
Actually, I planned on it going completely different, but then you guys failed some rolls. I'm not gonna lie.
You guys found some rolls.
So it was going to go a little differently than the last time you remember it. I promise you that.
Well, I mean, it's going differently now.
Oh no, I mean, let me rephrase that. A lot different from what you remember.
Oh, okay. Okay, fuck it. I'm gonna do it the way that I got across the
So
first
you're
time.
climbing across.
So-
You can choose acrobatics or
Since we
athletics.
did the whole thing where I'm gonna like tie it around my waist and stuff like that, do I get advantage?
Yes, you do.
Because that's pretty much gonna be the only way I can do this.
With that nat 20
God
again.
damn!
It's a good thing you're wasting your nat 20s on this.
Yeah, it is.
I'm very proud of you.
That's twice on the same thing.
Okay, cool. That's 3 damage. All right, so yeah, you make it across, no problem. I'm finishing up round 2 of all the guards in Zentarum real quick.
I'm gonna make my way back to the inn.
You're gonna go to the inn instead. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm yelling for Zoltan, I forget his name, so I'm saying like every combination that I think it is.
That's fine. You eventually get his attention.
Half elf.
He comes out of the house that he's in. He's like, "What is wrong? Why all the yelling?"
Your men are just. I understand you're mercenaries, but they're just killing these people. No talk.
What
Tell them to stop.
people are they? Are
I
there?
don't
There's
know.
people. There's people in that are in the
In the keep.
keep.
Say, well, I want to start to make a new group, and then you kill everybody here. Come on.
He. What is he? He kind of like resigns. He goes, "I told them
Is
not."
Kella with them?
Kellett is with them, but he has like he says it's like just loud enough that he's like I told them not to attack anyone. you can never find good help these days. And he starts making his way to towards the keep. With the way you explain, he's gonna use his dash actions too to get there. So it'll take another couple rounds to get back.
Yes, we'll head back.
The battle might be over by the time you guys get back. To be honest, let's do it the quickest way. Yeah, for him to get to the keep, it would take 2.5 rounds, so 3 rounds.
Nice.
So 3 rounds there, 3 rounds back. Jesus Christ. For people that are watching it on the stream, you can see how well these rolls are going. If anything, like, they're happening.
Oh, I know. I'm looking at it.
Oh, you have been?
Happening.
I'm. So yeah, they've been happening. I'm almost done with all of it. I'm almost done with the first or the third round of combat. I'll let you know in a second once I'm done that, so I can have you guys talk some more and do shit, so it's not just me rolling dice over and over. Just give me 1 second.
This is great because there's like a tiny work crisis going on right now, so I'm just like answering emails in my downtime.
Oh yeah, you're set over
I'm
there.
just outside waiting. I'm like,
Oh yeah, you're still outside of town. Like, have you been trying to yell to get anyone's attention? Like,
no, I'm pretty sure everybody's either asleep and or doing at the keep, and I'm just like, if I have to, I'll sleep outside then. I don't mind.
You could totally make the jump.
all right, so
I'm not gonna try it. After my roll, after what happened to me, I ain't even gonna try it. I'm just gonna wait outside. If I have to, I'll sleep outside.
3 rounds of combat have gone down. I finally got them all done. So I'll give you guys the heads or what the current standings now. 2 of the guards are still alive, and 4 of the Centaurum are still alive. I technically still have 3 more rounds of combat to do, but while you guys are running back, while I'm doing my rolls, I need you to make. Are you going to climb across the rope to get back across, or are you going to try to do a running jump up the bridge as well?
Well, Sabria used
The rope. So the rope is back. Yeah, the rope is back on your side that you can tie yourself off and.
Yeah, that secondary
Yeah.
thing.
You can also do a running jump and try to jump across.
Yeah, I'm gonna, as I'm running, grab onto the rope,
And then
the
still
secondary
jump.
rope.
And still jump.
Yeah.
I need athletics for the jump up. It's acrobatics for the jump down, athletics for the jump up. So yeah, I need that. You just failed because it is a DC 10. So yeah, you jump and you make it. You do indeed make it across, but you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as you slam into the other side of the bridge.
Okay.
So I don't know what that puts you down to, but you're. Where's your character sheet? There it is. So you're down to 6. Oops.
6.
Yeah, it's not 4.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Cool.
Yeah, so I'm gonna climb up.
Let me make it for. You know what? I'll say Zolkin will try to jump across as well. He rolled an 11, so he does indeed make it across no problem. He doesn't take that damage. Let me do the next round of combat real quick. And you know what? I'll just break it down to just 4 rounds of combat instead of the total of 6, because that's going to take fucking forever. And I don't have time for all that shit. Which one are you? You're a crossbow guy. That doesn't hit. You. That's also crossbow. That does hit. Poor guards. They just cannot... They cannot take a hit. Some shitty guards. Almost done.
You seem to have lost somebody.
I lost someone?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ismad's going.
Oh, shit, 'cause that's going to throw all my cameras off.
Yep.
Motherfucker, I can't really adjust them because that takes like a good 20 minutes to adjust. So sorry people watching it on stream, you're going to see our faces are all cut in half right now.
Yank.
It happens. What can you do?
Yes.
I need one crossbolt and one scimitar. They both miss, and that guard is dead. Correct? Yeah. Cool.
So Sabria was making her way back to the keep.
Cool.
Or,
let's-
not to the keep, not
To the inn?
to the inn.
What are you doing when you
hoping
get
that-
there?
I'm gonna burst in and see if anybody's awake, and hope that
Kaibar, would
what's
you
his
be
name
awake?
got back.
No?
No.
Your character's butt ass asleep.
Oh yeah, he's like, unless somebody's coming to wake him up, nah.
Were you sleeping upstairs or downstairs?
Upstairs, presumably.
Okay.
Right.
Well, I don't see any
Either of them.
like dripping water or anything like that. So I'm assuming he hasn't made it back yet. And then I'm like, okay, Kaibar's still here. All right. So I'm gonna run upstairs and try to wake that ass up.
Shake that. No. Okay, sorry.
Did that enough for arrest, by the way, or?
It's not long enough for a rest.
Oh damn it!
It's been probably maybe about like 20 minutes since you went down,
Oh,
went to go to sleep.
no. I do apologize for this. Kaibar, knocking on the wall. There's bad stuff happening. Those guys from earlier are doing bad things.
Fine.
I'm sorry.
Alright.
I saved you some extra dinner.
I mean, if you're gonna offer an extra dinner,
I'll come down. Where am I headed?
Okay, we're
towards
going
the-
to the keep.
Cool. So I'm gonna move. You guys will get to. Oh shit! I didn't mean to make your character bigger. You guys will get to the keep one round after. What's his name? After Kosif and Zulkin do. I'm not
Yeah,
even
and I'll
about
hammer the other end back in.
Cool. So you got all that. That's all taken care of.
Yes, now there's two.
Cool. I'm not gonna bother moving you back into the map, just because there's no more combat to happen really for you guys yet. But you and Zulkin kind of like bust in to the keep, the front door that you're already in, and see the remnants of battle. You still see one of the guards are left alive. And Zulkin, like, as soon as the doors open, like, as soon as he kind of does what you do, kick the door open, he's like, so he comes through, he's like, I told you to not attack! And, like this loud, commanding voice that you would not have expected to come from him, he's like, looks to his men that are still alive and goes, all of you, drop your weapons. And he, like with no, like, if you disobey, I will fucking murder you type look.
I want to rush in front of the guard and try and stand between him and the other whatever,
Alright,
whatever that group is.
You can do so. You do see all of the... Hey, he's back. You do see the remaining Zentarum all, like, sheath or drop their weapons. I'd probably just sheath them. And, like, put their hands out and, like, our hands are empty. We will not strike anymore. We will listen. The guard that's still alive is looking around very suspiciously. You are directly in front of him, so he's like, am I hitting someone? What am I doing? Like, he's slightly confused, really,
Yeah, if I can, I'll tell him to put his weapon down too.
or very wary. You can roll me persuasion with advantage because he is the only one left alive, and I think he realizes his folly here. Wow, still with a 5. Damn. What is it with you guys in rolling low? You know what, though? He does I will say he probably does eventually put his weapon down anyway, just because he's...
I mean, it should look like I'm guarding him.
Yeah, he's still very wary. So actually, what I'll have him do is he'll take a step away from you. His weapon is still kind of drawn, but it's a little bit more. I won't say relaxed, but it's more defensive and not, offensive. To say he's still keeping his weapon drawn, just not ready to strike. And he was just like, he's the devil, all of you. Like the guard says that. He's like, haven't we suffered enough? Anyone going to say anything? Or you going to say anything back or no?
I'm gonna kind of ignore that and just be like, can we just talk instead of stab? What the fuck happened?
The guard will speak before anyone else can. He's like, we tried speaking, and we told them we did not want them here. They did not want to listen. Zulkin will kind of like step in a little bit. He's like, and says like, what's wrong with us? Like we were only here to help. Why would you turn away help? And as I continue conversation between NPCs, which is always fun, the guard's like, I know what you are. We do not need your kind of mercenaries here. You will bring nothing but trouble and ruin to Nightstone.
And I'll say to Zolkin, and to be fair, one of your men was the one who attacked first.
When you tell him that, he looks around to all his men. He's like, which one of you did it? And they all kind of point to the dead one that's right there next to you.
Yeah, but I recognize that as well.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm pointing.
He's like, that guy.
Yeah.
It's like, Zolkin looked down and was like, kind of like kneel down over his body and goes like, you are a fool in life. And it's kind of, not really spit on him, but like look at him with a little bit of disgust. I want you to roll me an insight.
Me?
Yes. You're the only one there right now. 8. No, yeah. From what you can tell, it's he's just looking at him in disgust at the dead body. He'll turn back to the guard after he like stands up and goes, I am sorry. I did not mean for this to happen. We only wish to help your settlement, not kill who is left of it. I agree. You have been through enough hard times. You didn't need this. And he like points to all the dead. It's like, I will take full responsibility for my men's actions.
I'm gonna move a little bit.
Alright. I guess I should put Zolkin there just so you have reference to where he is. Where is he? Cool. Of course, I'm like, he's all the way on the other side of the fucking map. Do. He'll be right there. Right next to you, essentially, right by the door. While this is all happening, as he's like standing up, like saying, "I will take the responsibility for everything." That's when Sabria and Kaibar, if you want to make your way, say that you guys finally reached the keep. I just need athletics or acrobatics from each of you to see if you guys make it across the bridge.
Behind my back, can I check if the door behind me is open?
Are you trying to do it stealthily at all? Like, kind of like slowly reach up?
Yeah.
You can. I do need a stealth, though, from you. Yeah, you both make it across, no problem, though. You don't do it as stealthily as you would like, but you do like wiggle the handle, and you can see that it's unlocked.
All right, just leave it.
Okay. But you do notice that Zulkin notices that you do that.
Yeah, then if I notice he notices, I just make it more obvious that like, oh, door's unlocked. Cool.
Okay, yeah. He looks. He's like, yes, it's unlocked. It's not what's important right now.
Just checking.
You're a curious fool.
Thank you.
Anytime. And he looks back to the others, to the guard. He's like, we're not. Why do you think we will bring ruin to your town? What harm? Well, he can't really say what harm. It's like, we didn't mean for any harm to come. My men must have had a reason to strike at you.
I might have startled them if I'm speaking honestly.
You startled them? What did you do?
I merely did what you did when you walked in. I kicked the door down.
And you see him pull kind of like that Captain Picard facepalm, like, why would you do that?
Hey, you did it.
So if you'll allow it, that's about the point where Sabria walks back in.
Yes,
And
that would be it.
the door was open, so she heard that, and just like, look, we heard arguing. We thought a fight had already occurred, so we walked in confidently and with defenses up.
I see. So you're both fools.
I resent that.
Now we will. I will. He points to the guards, or not the guards, his that are still alive. He goes, "You four, take your dead brothers, take them out of here. I will try to do the best I can on damage control. Unless if any of you stop, then the Zentarm are going to gather their dead and walk out of the keep itself."
No, I'll walk out too.
You're going to walk out too?
Just in the courtyard area, whatever, just outside the door.
Cool. So I'm going to just put you right there. Saber, you staying in the keep, out the keep? What you doing?
I am.
Wait.
I haven't actually gotten the chance to speak to Zulkin yet.
So you're staying in the keep?
I am.
Okay. Kyber, you have gotten there to see that the battle that you had hoped would be there is no longer there. What are you doing? Besides probably being pissed.
I'm sorry.
He woke me up for this.
It was definitely worse when I left. It was definitely worse when I left. They were all alive and fighting, and it was bad.
I like that answer. All right.
It was still bad when I left.
Well, since you're staying in the keep, you can be privy to some of the conversation with Zulkin and the one remaining guard. He's just like, again, I apologize for my men. It was not wrong. It was not right of them to do this. I only instructed them to make sure there were survivors. I didn't tell them to attack you. It was like, once again, I apologize wholeheartedly, if I can get my correct words out. It's like you seem to understand, like, already know who we are. Just know that your town needs all the help it can get right now. And we are the best ones to give you that help. And I'm going to have Zulkin roll a persuasion. see how well he does in trying to persuade a guard that he will try to bring no more harm to them. I just need to forgot what skill persuasion uses. Charisma. Should have known that. He rolled a 20. Holy shit. So I think he's going to succeed on that. Where's the guard miscellaneous NPCs? Damn it. I should have kept the guard open. Guard. And guard... Wisdom. Guard rolled a nat 20, so guard is not fucking having it. So yeah, the guard will like kind of like chime back, and Sari, you hear this is like, he's like, I'd rather take help from one of the from a demon of the nine hells than any of you. You've killed my friends. After we have already taken the damage of these giants, take your men and get out. Zulkin kind of just like throws his hands up. It's like I will talk to you again in the morning when you are more, malleable or amicable. I can't think of what word I want to use, but yeah, he's like, we will try this again in the morrow, and he just kind of like walks out. After he walks out, you hear the guard goes like, he like says it like just loud enough. He's like, the answer's going to be the same tomorrow. And he just kind of goes over to his friends that are all laying on the ground, all bled out and full of holes, and starts to weep.
I just witnessed all of that.
Yes. You and you alone.
I'm going to walk over to the remaining guard, and
Oops.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds.
Uh-huh.
Actually, I mean, out of game, did he take any damage in that?
No, he's the only one that came out unscathed.
Oh, damn, okay.
Did the mercenaries leave?
They're all in the courtyard right now, like essentially dragging their fallen companions. They're like right by the bridge, trying to figure out how are we getting them across.
Yeah, if they leave, I want to go back into the keep as well. I'll follow Sabria.
Okay, so he's taken a
You
knee.
guys need help getting those across? I might have a way.
Please throw the dead bodies.
They look at you and go, how do you propose to do so?
Throw them?
Honestly, I was really hoping you were just going to take one of the dead bodies and throw it as your answer. But they look at you just like, in part disgust, part wonderment that you would even suggest something like that. Like, you want to throw the dead?
I mean, are you gonna throw them?
One of the Zentarum looks at you and goes, touche. Touche. I don't know how else we're going to get them across. So if you want to take one of them and throw them, out of character, yeah, you want to take one and try to throw one, by all means, go ahead and try. I'm not going to stop you. As with any other decision anyone wants to make.
Shit. Strength check wasn't very good.
Whew, this is going to be fun to explain this. You take the first dead body, you chuck it across the bridge, but it lands on like the edge of the bridge, and then slowly slopes, like just slumps off the bridge into the water.
Oh no! Oh my god!
No, I didn't see it, but did I hear anything that was like, ooh, something didn't go right?
If you're not back in the keep yet, yeah, you would probably hear a bunch of, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm gonna close the keep door.
So you're gonna stay in.
Just close it.
That's solid. Oh my
It's
god,
okay.
that's
I'll get the
perfect.
next one.
Did you say you'll get the next one? Are you just gonna straight? Are you just gonna straight reach for the next one? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
This is
Go-
fucking great, guys.
This time, go ahead.
Awesome.
I'm gonna
Do I
die.
hear anything?
Well, you reach for the next one, but one of the Zentarum that is like holding onto the body, holds onto it stronger than you do, and he does not let go. So you do not get to throw the second one.
All right. I mean, if you have a better idea, bye.
anything and or hear anything.
Where you are, you don't hear or see shit.
Can the door lock?
It can, but there's other ways to get into the building.
I don't care. I'm locking the door.
Okay. We'll do one last thing with Kaibar before we go to the other two. You just said you're dipping out. Are you jumping across the bridge?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go back across the bridge then.
Roll me an athletics check. Oh yeah, you jump across, no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't throw someone, but you just take a standing jump from where you are to the other side of the bridge with no issue whatsoever. What's kind of pisses them off a little bit more, like this motherfucker. So you make your way back. You go back to the inn. Sabria and Kosef, what are you two doing?
Take the lead.
There's really nothing to be said. Like this was not supposed to go down the way that it went down. So there's
No.
you know, she's standing there as this man is just weeping over the bodies of his dead comrades, and she'd probably stand there for a second, just like, mouth open her mouth again because she thought of something. And after a moment or two, she would finally go over and just begin cleaning a body, just trying to do what she can to prepare it for some kind of burial rite or funeral rite or whatever. I mean, she's probably seen it a few times.
Okay, that's fair. The guard's not going to stop you. He's too busy, like, just distraught. But he does see that you're trying to tend to the dead, and you're not being disrespectful. So he does take notice of that. Like, if we were playing one of those Telltale games, we'll say, "Guard will remember this."
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But he doesn't really say anything to you unless if you initiate conversation with him.
I do.
You do? What do you say?
I just kneel down next to him and say, I am so sorry for my rash actions. If there's something I can help with, let me know. Help with them, with you. Again, I am sorry.
He nods. He goes, like, I don't know what to make of all of this. A few days ago it was just a normal day. And now look at us. Our town's been destroyed. Dams and Tarm come in and kill off who's left.
Were you here for the initial attack?
I was right here in this keep when it happened. Giants came down and just rained boulders from the sky.
Eh,
Our
rough week.
our Lady Nandar was killed by these giants. And he kind of
Lady Nandor?
Nandar. She's the woman in charge of this town. She's the lord of this village.
taking notes.
That's why I told you it, like, just straight up. Yeah, she's the lord of this town, and she looks like we already lost our town, our people, our leader. There's
And,
not much left.
What is your name?
What's name do I want to give you? His name. He goes. My name is Torim. Torim Breck. And here, I'll copy that and post it in the Roll20 chat.
Cool.
Because if I open up the Zoom chat, it throws my cameras off.
Well, Torim, since we came here, I worked in the city of Waterdeep. I've done not so good things, but I try to be good, and since coming here, I've honestly never seen so much death. And something I've been working on since coming here is keeping records. I found some tax documents, and I wanted to make, I guess, a registry or obituary of townspeople. Perhaps with your help, we could collect what information is here, and if and when people do return, they can know what happened and who's left or who's missing, who died and why and where. Just think it would be nice. And I was working on it anyway, but if you had anything to help with, it'd be nice, and I'll add your friends as well.
He nods because that would be nice if we could. People need to know who was here, the lives that they led. No one should be forgotten.
I agree.
And with that, he'll slowly stand up and assist Sabria in getting his friends ready for burial.
Yeah, I'll help you guys.
Cool. And I think that's going to take up most of your guys' evening before going off to a long rest. For the sake of brevity, we're going to jump ahead to saying you guys buried everyone. Eventually, the Zentarum got their second comrade across the bridge. What are you guys all going to do before going off to bed? Like, after getting everyone buried or started, like, once you take care of everything in the keep, what are you doing, essentially?
I'll ask the guard. Wait, I know his name now. I'll ask Torim if he wants to stay here or come to the inn.
He says he'll stay. He's going to stay at the keep. He's
Okay.
if you guys go across the bridge, he's cutting the ropes after you guys go across. He doesn't want anyone to come in the middle of the night.
Well, yeah, I'll
Oh,
take
yeah, that's
I'll take at
fair.
least my rope back.
Yeah, cool. You can do that, and he cuts the other rope, and like takes like the pegs out of the bridge on his end, and where that little like guardhouse or gatehouse was to the keep, you hear him go inside on the other side of it and just bar it shut on his side.
We should check on him in the morning.
Okay.
Cool. When you guys get back across the bridge, are you doing anything else, or are you guys going just straight to the inn and going to sleep?
Sleep.
Yeah.
All right, cool. And you know what? Story-wise, is anyone letting your friend in back into town?
I forget unless someone else reminds me.
I've been back at the inn for a while, so
If,
Parzival, are you still making noise like, hey, is anyone going to let me in?
I mean, I can try. I don't think it's gonna work.
oh my god.
I mean, it is the middle of the night. How much noise do you want to make in the middle of the night outside of the town? Be honest.
if I had some pots and pans, I would be banging them. If not, I'm just gonna be like, screw it. I'll just sleep outside.
I mean, you have whatever's like in a basic, I guess, explorer's pack. I don't know what you started off with, but most of them come with like some basic equipment, like metal pieces that you can try to slam together. So if you want to try that for a little bit, honestly, they probably won't notice because they were off in the keep for a while before, you know, they started walking back. So I don't think anyone. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think anyone's getting to you tonight, there, buddy.
No, that's fine. After a few minutes or hours or I don't know of me just banging something, making noise, I'm gonna be like, screw it. I'll just sleep outside.
Cool. Well, you all do get a long rest, so you all will get back to full health. Even you sleeping out under the stars. You will get your hit die back. And then here's where I will have you guys all level up.
Yay!
So we're going to end the story part of the
Boom.
session, and we're going to have you guys do the level up that you guys are technically allowed to do now.
Awesome. I get cool shit, guys. I'm really excited.
Yeah. Let me make sure. Alright. Obligation to help them and defeat blah blah blah. Get on the ear seekers. Cool. I wanted to make sure. Because there's a third level that you get also on this map. I want to make sure you guys don't get it too. Like, make sure when you guys get the third level. Cool.
I was gonna say, hot damn, are we leveling up twice right now?
No, after the next event, you level up again.
Okay.
There's events that happen here now that you've cleared out the town.
Yeah.
Cool, so let's do some quick level up. We can do it on camera. I don't mind.
Hell yeah.
And my extra thingies. I'm just gonna take my average HP.
I mean, you can. I'm a nicer DM than others. You can still roll, but whatever. It's if you roll higher than your average, you can take the roll.
If you roll lower than the average, you can
take the average.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm nicer than most.
I'll take the average there.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Wait,
10 extra
so-
fucking HP.
Yeah, bitch!
So you
Hell
get
yeah,
what?
max HP.
Cool.
Ow! That's awesome.
So just hit the hit die.
You can do it that way if you want.
No, it's no, I'll just do roll 1d8.
Yeah. Well, if you click with the hit die, it adds your Constitution in there with it. But yeah, so you would take the average, which would be 5 plus your con, which I think your con is 0.
Yeah, Constitution is 0.
Yeah, so you get 5. So you get 5. Oh yeah, you rolled higher above yours too. So I would take that 9 plus your con. All right. Does anyone need help with leveling up? Courtney, I'm pretty sure you're set. Same with you.
I'm all over it.
Same with you, Emily. I'm pretty sure you're set.
Oh yeah, I
how to
already did
level
it
up.
while I was sleeping at the end.
Cool.
Nice.
Dave or Isma, do either you two need help leveling up, or you guys know what to do?
I think all I get is just a cunning action now.
Yeah, you're a rogue. What does rogue get? I think rogue level 2 you get. I think that's all you actually get is cunning action.
Actually, plus 2 to my proficiency bonus.
Wait.
sneak
Cutting
attack
action is
20.
also extremely good.
Cunning action is extremely good. You already had 2 to your proficiency, so yeah, level 2 rogue only gets cunning action. Level 3 is when you actually get to start choosing shit.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, just get action surge.
I love action surge. That thing's so nice.
Which, let's see if
I'm sure Rhino would be agreeing with you right now, right?
Yeah, he would.
The features and traits.
The features and traits, you don't get to do any of feats yet.
Oh.
You're level 2. Talk about feats.
He didn't say feats. I think he was talking about one of the.
Oh.
It says feats and traits down at the feats and traits area. So I'm like, should I add that there?
What? Oh, on your
features
character
on the character
sheet.
sheet.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
like, what the
features, my bad.
fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me open up your character sheet. Yeah, you would add it there. That's where it goes. Same with like your sneak attack and shit like that. Cool. Barbarians have it nice. I actually don't I'm pretty sure like one of these classes get to choose their shit at level 2 instead of level 3.
Somebody does. I forget who.
Might be the fighter.
I was gonna say that sounds that sounds like a fighter thing.
No, it's a cleric thing. That's when they choose. Oh no, level 1 they choose their main. Huh. But I do know one of them do.
Level 2, pick what circle.
There you go. That's probably what it is. I'm just looking just for the sake of looking now. Yeah, level 2 chooses their druidic circle. Courtney, what invocations are you taking? Because I know you do get those level 2.
I do get those at level 2. Let me.
I think you get 2 of them, right? Yeah.
Yes.
And I want to know which 2 you're taking.
Invocation. I imagine.
And you
the
can
first...
you can take them from the Xanathar as well if you want.
Oh, I forgot that was a thing.
Xanathar is a thing.
Yes. Okay. I would imagine I'm going to take Arbor of Shadows, but give me a few minutes so I can check the ones from Xanathar's as well.
Armor of Shadows.
That gives me
mage
armor at will. Yeah.
Well, hold on though. You can only take mage armor if you're not wearing armor, correct? Like at all. You have to be wearing a robe.
I'm not rocking armor. Oh wait, yes I am.
Yes,
Fuck.
you are. Because mage armor, you can't cast that if you're wearing
you're right,
leather
it is.
armors.
Shit.
That's why I didn't take it when in Havoc.
Damn it.
But we will, you know what? We'll continue talking on this on cameras, but this is where we're going to end tonight. Since the story the story is done for the night, so let me do these outros for everyone. Let's just do it in the order that you guys are listed in my cams on stream. Since someone got knocked out and came back in, my cam order's all messed up.
Might be.
It's okay. So it just means this time the outro. First up is Dave.
So the first, I think episode 1, I did my music, which
Yes,
is
you did.
Subcycle. Episode 2, I did my radio station, which is di.fm/electric swing. Today, I'm going to go a little bit more obscure. I do editing for a mildly popular YouTube family. Daily vloggers, they make me happy. Their channel's called It's the Donnellys, and it's just slice of life stuff. It's fun. You go check it out. But I edit their videos, and it's fun.
Wait, what are they called again?
Just It's the Donnellys.
It's the Donnellys. All right.
Some cheesy YouTube family
Hey, nothing wrong with some cheesiness.
that's fun.
All right. So yeah, let's. Other than that, you're playing as Kosif, but final question would be like, how did you feel about tonight's session?
I enjoyed it. I didn't expect everybody to kill everybody. I kind of would like to avoid death if possible.
Yeah, I mean that's what happens when you kick open a door.
Hey, I like to have fun too.
That's fair. I'll give you that. Up next, Courtney. You know all the deal from Thursday games. Who are you? Anything you want to? I'll say who are you? Anything you want to promote, and how'd you feel about tonight?
I thought you were about to add. Why should anybody care?
I'm not. You know what? My name is not Mike Hunt. I will not.
Okay. So I'm Courtney Elias. I can occasionally be found on Twitch at Courtney Elias. On Mondays, I stream a little bit of creative stuff. I do stone wraps. I do some arts and crafts and metaphysical kind of stuff. I just kind of do whatever I feel like on Monday nights. That starts at 7:00 Central.
It's 8:00 here for us Eastern Standard people.
That's true. Wednesdays I'm here because D&D is a goddamn addiction, and I can't stop. It's awful.
Is.
This is a cry for help. On Thursdays I can be found on Unmade Gaming with this dork over here that just ran the game for us. We both play in a game called Havoc in the Hinterlands. It is a 5e homebrew fucked up thing on Unmade Gaming's channel.
I died. I'm dead. My character's
yeah,
dead.
actually, this motherfucker's
Yeah.
dead. He is like perma-dead. So we're gonna see how we get out of this with a dead body. And then Saturdays I can be found hanging out with Kit Battlebeard for more 5e D&D homebrew shenanigans.
So you wait. You play 3 times a week as well?
Yes.
A virtual high five. Yeah, I play
Yes.
D&D 3 nights a week as well, so it's an addiction.
It sure is. It sure is. So I'm looking to stream a little more often on my own channel because right now it's just the one night. It was 2, but I decided to consolidate Mondays and Tuesdays into just Mondays. So I'm looking for shit to do on Tuesdays as well as the rest of the days that I don't play D&D. So I played Sabria, the half elf warlock tonight. Oh my god. There's much more death in this. Well, there's about the same amount of death, but there's much more meaningful death in this one than there was in the last time that we attempted this, and it makes me sad. It makes me a sad panda.
Yeah,
It sure does.
last time you just kind of found all the dead bodies. You didn't get to witness it.
Last time I didn't watch it happen, and last time I didn't watch reactions to all of the death, and it stings a little bit.
Yeah, I bet it does. All right, up next, Emily. Who are you? Who'd you play as? How'd you feel about tonight?
I was playing as Kaibar Tavak, the Goliath Barbarian. I was pretty stoked about tonight. I mean, didn't murder anything, but that's okay. Every now and again, not murder is acceptable as an alternative to murder.
I feel like this episode was Kaibar light.
Yeah. I hung out a lot because I was wounded because I did all the heavy lifting last time.
You did.
Like, figuratively and literally.
You did.
I don't really have much to plug because I mostly just work. May 5th is the festival for the animals, and come out and fucking hang out with a bunch of animals, and there's gonna be like food trucks and shit. So do that, I guess, because pups and kittens are cool as shit. Speaking of whom, rawr.
It's a doggy.
No.
Yeah, I was sad there wasn't more Kaibar in this episode.
Kaibar's always entertaining. Kaibar's like the unintentional comic relief because of how angry he usually is. I like it. All right. Last but not least, Ismad, who are you? Who do you play as? How did you feel about tonight? I should really say things slower so I don't get tongue-tied.
Well, played as the rogue, and again, it's not. I think water just hates me in general. Last game, 2 weeks ago, I played with my friends, homebrew. There was a river that was getting current. Yeah, I rolled a 1 trying to swim across. Had the barbarian lizardman carrying my body out.
You are
This
just
does not love me.
D&D and water. Do not like you. Got it. Now that we know that for a head.
Water to me is like video game and water level.
That's a good thing this is a water-based campaign. No, I'm joking, it's not. That would suck for you. Alright, and of course, I'm Ryan, your not-so-humble DM. You can find me here every Wednesday doing this. As Courtney said earlier, you can find me on Thursdays with Unmade Gaming, playing Havoc, where I play Jarrell Kalika, the currently dead asshole warlock.
Not anymore, you don't.
You know, he lives on forever in my heart. But
You're
you
the
also,
only one.
You can also find me usually at least once, sometimes twice a week, random nights, streaming random PS4 games with one of the other, currently with one of the other members of, the only other member of Caution Nerds. We are playing through A Way Out on the PS4, and next time me and him get together, we will be streaming that so you guys can watch us bicker like an old married couple trying to figure out what to do next. But from all of us here, we will see you next time. Bye-bye.